My name's Clay Huff. I was born in 1980, and I'm from Leakesville, Mississippi. My addiction began around 16. Growing up, I played sports, and after games, we drank and partied in high school. It was just a thing, so it was kind of a peer pressure thing that how I started using. I smoked marijuana and I drank throughout high school, and I mean, there was occasionally I would take pills or something like that, but it never was really a problem. It was mostly just alcohol and marijuana. By the time I got to college, I started having problems. I ended up dropping out of school. My grades, my grades were poor. Ended up dropping out of school. I ended up going into a treatment center when I was 18 years old in Jackson, Mississippi. I went back to school, was playing baseball, and I tore my ACL and had surgery and started back on pain medication. That was kind of how it led back to it, and just started back using. I never could get a hold of it. It was just something that ended up, before long, it ended up just consuming me and controlling my life. And I've been through several treatment centers, brief periods of sobriety. And I just never could get it under control. It was just something that led me and had me beat down really, really bad. Not only me, but the ones that love me, my family and friends. They all tried to help me and were there for me. But before long, it's started causing problems with them, and it's been a long hard road for me. I knew that I was ready to make a change. I knew that I couldn't do it on my own. I needed help, and the help that I was looking for in the other places were professional. There had been one other treatment that I went to, the Home of Grace in Mississippi, that was a spiritual-based program, and graduated from there. And I knew that I couldn't do it on my own. I'd caught 2 more felonies. I was looking at going to prison, doing some time. I just knew that, I was arrested, I was in jail, and I knew that that it was time for me to straighten up. I'd caused too much damage to myself, and it was just, I'd lost my father at the time, and it was a bad time for me. But whenever I was in jail, I sobered up enough to, in those moments like that right there, when you sober up and everything becomes real. You're not high anymore, and everything, you start to see the damage that you've done, and it's just crazy to see how powerful drugs and alcohol control people. But that's the way that it had done me, and I started to see the severity or the damage that I'd done, not only to myself but to my family and friends and stuff. And I knew that it was time for a change. So I reached out. I had some family friends that helped me find this place, and I called and spoke with Eric Tribble, and he got me here. Being here at Heartland, the biggest change that I've seen in myself has probably been the peace that the Lord has restored in me. My mind was so out of control from the drugs and alcohol that it was just crazy. I hadn't had any peace, and that was one of the things that I prayed whenever I first got here. I said, I said, Lord, I'm going to need help with being here and getting through this. I'm going to need your help, and I'm going to need you to help me out. And I wasn't sleeping very well. And he did. It wasn't something that happened, overnight, but in time, I started to see a new peace that he restored inside of me. My life's been impacted because of the restoration with my family and friends, loved ones. It's just been a good thing for me. That it's something that I've needed. That they've needed, I feel good. I feel better. You know, times before I was real nervous about around this time when it was time for me to be leaving or graduating or going home. I would always be nervous, but like I said, the Lord's restored in me a new peace. I'm pretty comfortable where I'm at and how I feel. Some encouragement that I would offer someone that has suffered the same problems that I've been through, I would probably share some of my life story, what I've been through and how I've overcome it, how the Lord helped me through it, and just let them know that there is hope. Because being in a situation like that, someone that's in a situation like that, you're down and you're not, so just anything to pick somebody up and to let them know that they're not the only one that's in that spot. Other people have been through that. Words of encouragement and help is, I think, the best thing that you could do for someone.